Yo, Odd Squad, Odd Squad, Odd Squad, Odd Squad, Odd Squad.
Hello everyone and welcome back to the Odd Squad, and today we've got a bit of a different video today. It is a challenge, but there's no winner in the challenge. It's Odd Squad, Would I Lie to You? Where we either say a truth or a lie. What one person says a truth or a lie, and then we all have to ask that person 5 questions before we assume whether it's true or whether it's a lie, and then the other person says if they've got it right or not. I guess you all know what I'm talking about there, everyone.
Yep.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, I was going to show.
So, for example, I could say a truth. They do 5 questions to ask stuff about that truth, and then they have to come up with something whether it is true or whether it's a lie. So I guess I will go first on that note. I'll say my first truth/lie. So I'm going first. Everyone, pay close attention. I'll say this, and then you give me 5 questions, and I just answer them. All right. Okay. So this is the first one.
Got it.
When I was on holiday in Norfolk, roughly about 8 or so years ago, I was very scared about going into the sea because I thought the seaweed was jellyfish and that it would sting me. My parents started to say, "Oh, there's nothing to worry about, no jellyfish in Norfolk, etc." So I went down to the sea despite all the seaweed. When I got out about 15 minutes later, my heel started hurting. I looked down, there was a massive jellyfish sting on it.
Okay, Sign tells me that this might be a lie, because this feels like something you would have told me.
Yeah, I think I agree with Ben on that.
I don't know, the extravagance of it, it makes it seem true.
Yeah, it feels like it's a bit too good to be true, if you know what I mean.
Are we allowed to look up if jellyfish actually live in Norfolk? Ah, fuck.
Tell me, whereabouts on the beach were you? What town were you in?
Okay, this is the first question then. So well, it was Norfolk, but because it was about 8 or so years ago, I can't actually remember what exact beach it was. But I remember it was a sandy beach, and I remember that there was I think there was a seal or something which was lying on the beach. I don't know whether it was dead or not, but I remember a seal specifically lying on the beach.
Seals usually turn up round about south of Norfolk. You probably were south of Norfolk, because I see seals all the time down in Walton, so I do know that could be true. So,
Wait, what did you do when you had the jellyfish sting? What did you actually do to get rid of the pain?
We didn't really do anything. I just lied in the tent, put some sand over it to try and numb the pain, and it just eventually went away.
you see, that doesn't usually happen with jellyfish stings. You don't exactly just wait for the pain to go. I've been stung by a jellyfish before, and I was rolling around in pain, and my dad just poured vinegar on it, and it eventually went away. So you don't exactly wait for the pain to just go away.
I think that it is a lie.
Nah, usually with a jellyfish sting, you gotta piss on it to get rid of it. And his parents would have known that. I think so, yeah.
It sounds quite well thought out, and I think your question about the pain going away did sort of throw Odds off a bit, so I'm going to go with lie.
Okay, so we all think it's a lie so far. Don't assume that it's a lie just yet. We want to keep pushing this in. Okay, how shallow was the sea?
Well, I think it started off shallow. I seem to remember. I managed to well, obviously I was quite small at the time because, as I said, 8 years ago, so I didn't go that deep. It was only, I guess, the sea, the level of the sand, the gradient of the sand wasn't that much, because I seem to remember going quite far out, but it wasn't actually that deep.
Okay, if it wasn't deep, and the sea was coming, okay, that is slightly believable, because that means that the tide was coming in if it was shallow, and you could go quite far out. So that does seem believable that the jellyfish would come quite close, but I still think it's a lie so far.
I think Odger's just like come up with this lie and prepared for it for a while to make it seem more true, but I think it's a lie, yeah.
Should we assume there's a lie?
Yeah.
Definitely.
Okay, it's a lie.
Yeah.
Alright, okay. I'm going to inform you that it was true.
Whoa!
What?
Yeah, it was true.
Man, that's a good story.
I can't really explain it more because I've pretty much explained all of it. I literally just went out into the sea,
Jeez.
scared of getting stung. I got a small sting on the back of my hip, but it went like all white. Like the sting was like all white, like a white circle. And yeah, that's pretty much it.
Okay, so once upon a time, I went on a family trip over to Thorpe Park, and on Thorpe Park there's a roller coaster. I can't remember how many loops it had, but if I remember there was 10. So we were queuing on this for hours. I couldn't wait, and I was so pumped up, I was so hyped for this trip, because I'd never gone on a roller coaster with that many loops before. So I sat down and my mum looked at me. She was like, have you got your asthma inhaler? You look like you're ready to like pass out. So I was like, no, I'm completely fine. And as soon as when we went through one loop, I fell asleep and I missed the entire ride because I'd passed out immediately.
Did the roller coaster get like shut down after this?
No, it's like a normal occurrence for people to pass out on roller coasters. They didn't shut it down.
You can die from passing out. I don't think they would allow that to go. I don't think they would allow the ride to go on if somebody had passed out on it.
Wait, so did the people know? Did like the people workers there? Do they know that you had like asthma and that you're passing out because of that?
No, they did not, because it's no use for them to know that. If you have if you have any heart problems, or if you're pregnant or anything like that, it is essentially you have to stay off the roller coaster. I had nothing wrong with me. I was just really excited.
No, but I was just wondering if like if they saw you like pass out and they might have asked you sort of why you passed out and they said, oh, you might have asthma or something like that. I don't. Yeah.
No, because like I just woke up and then I walked off the ride. I was just like, did I pass out? And my mum was like, yeah, you were asleep for half the ride.
So wait, what year was this?
This was on another one of my birthdays. So this was, if I remember, it may have been 4 or 3 years ago. I can't remember exactly.
What was the name of the ride?
Name of the ride? Once again, this is a detail I honestly can't remember because there's so many rides in Thorpe Park.
But hang on, if you said this was a ride that you have never seen like a lot of loops on, then I'm sure you'd remember that, because if it was like such an impressive ride, then you would remember the name of it. I don't think we've got a lot of like evidence, but I would go pointing towards true. Even though he didn't know the name of the ride, I think it sounds a believable story, and I mean, they didn't shut the ride down, but I think, I mean, it's one of those believable things, seems as he had asthma, but I don't even know, like, yeah, I'm not sure. What do you think?
Yeah, I don't know, the whole thing about passing out, it does sound quite extreme, and like for nothing to kind of happen after it. Yeah, I don't know, that's the one thing that confuses me, I guess. Yeah. Alright,
so I think overall, I mean, it's quite hard, but I think I'm gonna go true. Should we just admit true?
I'll just go watch because I'm a sheep.
So true, Ben, is it true?
It is true.
So, when I was 7 years of age, I sharpened my finger just as a threat to my sister because she was irritating me.
I'm sorry, what?
Yeah, I put my index finger in like a sharpener. I twisted it round like a couple times, and it got really hurt, and I got my skin is like it's all come off and stuff. And just like threatened my sisters, like, I'll do that to you if you keep irritating me.
I'll say straight away, it sounds like an Eli thing to do.
This isn't a question. How fucking retarded must you be to do that?
When I was 7 years old, I was even more special than I am today, which is really saying something. So I decided to do that because my sister was really pissing me off, so I decided to sharpen my finger because there's a sharpener right there.
What happened after that? Like, did you have to go to your parents, and were you like crying, or were you just like, oh yeah, just?
I was shrieking with pain, but there's no one else in the house. So that's why I didn't do. That's why I did it then, because me and my sister just go buck wild when no one's at home. So my sister, being the good person she is, put this plaster on my finger, and it was all good. It all ended up being okay.
Where did your parents go? Did they just go like shopping? Did they go out for a dinner?
They just went shopping for like 15 minutes or so. It was all good, yeah.
How long did it take to heal?
This is when it gets a bit sketchy. This is 8 years ago. Actually no, I'm 16, this is 9 years ago. My memory ain't that great as it is.
What did your parents do when they found out? Like, were they mad at you? Were they, like, angry at you?
They were pretty angry at me because of how stupid I was back then. That happened quite a lot.
Sharpeners, they're very small, and when I was 7 years old, I once actually tried doing that myself, and, once again, and my finger just couldn't fit.
Hold up.
Okay. Alright. Yeah, for people at home, I'm showing you my fingers right now, and they are skin and bone. They are the fucking skinniest things out. I think I even got condition, arachnodactyly.
Alright, True, what is it?
Okay, yes. You're right, it's true.
Eli, why?
This one's not really a factual kind of event, but more of a theory that I will come back to YouTube. So I'm saying I will.
What sort of date are you planning to come back? Like, will it be this year, next year?
I don't know, I mean, yeah, probably, definitely after exams. I mean, in the summer there's going to be loads of time, so, you know, there's not really any reason not to.
What content will you make when you come back?
Okay, that's a good question. I don't know, it could be just random kind of how-to, or it could be reactions. I mean, the long-awaited response to the ODG Squad kind of controversies.
I think it's one of those ones where you really need to come up with like a killer question. Like, to throw him off guard, I think.
James, why do you even want to return back to YouTube? You don't like the ODG Squad very much. You're only really in here because of peer pressure. You don't really like making content. You just sort of want to want to hang out with your family every night and just sort of, yeah, why don't you want to come back?
Okay, first of all, a lot of those claims aren't true. Just to put that out there.
Why would you want to? Yeah, you know, welcoming over the ODG Squad. It's an exclusive squad, mate.
But yeah, this is about me coming back and not about me and the ODG Squad, so...
Well, I'm going to assume truth. What about you guys?
I will guess for true.
I'm going live, just so if you're wrong, then I'm right.
Is it true, James? It is. Oh my word!
Eli, hold on.
James will never return to YouTube then.
I was on holiday camping in 2015, and there was a swing on a tree in some woods. And I went on the swing, and it was like a really tall tree, so the swing could like go really far. So I was just swinging on it, And then I thought, like, you know when you jump off a swing when it's on? I thought I could do that, and I didn't, and I just sort of flew off it and broke my ankle.
Oh, well, once again,
that's a Louis thing to do.
yeah, that's what I was going to say. I said it with Eli. It sounds like a Louis thing to do.
I'm automatically willing to bet that that might be a truth.
He did say 2015, so he's gone very specific with this. Whereabouts were you camping?
Norfolk. As dumb as that sounds, it was in Norfolk. It was in Wells in Norfolk.
Why is it always Norfolk?
Was it like during the day or at night time?
It was during the day.
So it was just a swing there, did you say?
Now the swing was in the woods, yeah, and the woods were next to a beach.
I specifically remember walking through a bunch of woods to get to a beach. So I think Norfolk's just one of those places. And believe it or not, I think that time was the same holiday where I got stung by a jellyfish, so...
Oh, Louis, did you happen to see a seal just lying down on that beach, just sort of basking in the sunlight?
I thought... Unfortunately, I did not see a seal on the beach.
Oh, that's a shame.
Was it a sandy beach or a stony beach?
It was a sandy beach. Don't really know why you're asking me about the beach, but it was a sandy beach.
I'm going to be going truth. What about you?
I'm going truth. It's definitely a Louis thing to do.
I'll go truth as well.
Alright, everyone's going truth. What is it, Louis?
It is a lie! It is a lie. There is a swing in some woods in Norfolk next to a beach, but I never broke my ankle on it.
Oh, yeah.
Well, everything was true apart from like the main plot of the lie, if you know what I mean.
Never broken any bones.
So, well, we all went truth, but it was a lie from Louis. So overall, Louis once again has fooled us both times.
Bested by Louis. That's embarrassing.
Anyway, see you all in the next video. It'll be another live action video next, so lovely jubbly there. And you could also comment below like what you want for the live action video. We might have already come to a conclusion by then, but we might not. So yeah, just say in the comments down below what you want to see. That'll be the ODG Squad signing off. Goodbye, and see you in the next video.